Hi, Nico and Rainey. Glad y'all are here this evening. There's Rainey. He's coming into view. There he is. How you doing?
Hi, Linda. Doing well. I don't want to see. Hello, Paul, Nico.
Rainey, you look kind of cool and mysterious in that dark room.
I'm happy to hear that I look cool. I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I got some vaccines today and feeling kind of beaten up.
I hope you feel better soon.
Good evening, everyone. Geshe should be arriving momentarily. I did get word that they're on their way. Hope everyone's doing all right this evening. For those of you online, we're talking about all the rain. I don't know where you guys are located. Well, Paul, you're in Colorado, right? But we have gotten massive rain. Gelek has arrived. He might circumambulate before he comes in. It's actually not raining this second.
In the Gampa, please turn to page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book, and we'll chant the 7-limb prayer. Gosum gupe gane chak shelo ngo shami chul trin malubul tok mene sak dik tung tam che shak ke pa ge wanam la Jairang Korwama Tong Bartulek Shugne Drola Chuki Korlo Korwadang Dagshen Gainam Jang Tupchen Porngo. On page 97-98, the short mandala offering. Sajipaki Chukshing Metok Tramri Ravlingji Ni Degen Padi Sangye Jingdu Mikte Uwa Idro Kunam Dak Jingla Chupashok Jetsun Lama Tampakenam Kichu Kukala Kente Chutin Trik Jita Tsampe Tuljetinma Lasap Gechuki Charpa Waktu Sol Idam Guru Ratamandala Kam Niryatayami. Now page 98, and Geshe will lead us in Refuge and Bodhicitta.
Sanje
Chudang Soki Chok Nam La Chang Tu Bartu Dagni Kyap Suchi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pe Sonam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Shok
Sanje
Chudang Soki Chok Nam La Chang Tu Bartu Dagni Kyap Suchi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pe Sonam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Shok
Sanje
Chudang Soki Chok Nam La Chang Tu Bardu Dagni Kyap Suchi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pe Sunam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Shok
Sanje Namala ega da lu da ne ge da 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 me ge da 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 kun je da da ji da ma tam je ge da da che de kan ge tu ze ne zo ne da wa tam je pa me je tam de che ne ne de mo ko tam de Good evening. Good evening. So first we begin with the Vajrasattva practice, okay? Vajrasattva practice. You have options. You can visualize space before you, or you can visualize on your crown or on your head, 4 finger above your head. If you visualize on your head, 4 finger above your head, same way that you are facing, same way that you are facing. The text, like guided meditation is like visualizing on your head, 4 finger above your head. Visualize lotus, form of light. On top of that, mundis. Top of the mundis, there's letter Hum. So the Hum merge into white Vajra. So the Vajra is adorned with letter Hum in the middle, in the center. White Vajra merge into Buddha Vajrasattva. If you have highest yoga tanda initiation, you can visualize with concert. If you doesn't have highest yoga tanda initiation, you can just visualize solitary Vajrasattva. Adorned with all the jewels, wearing a silk cloth, sitting in the Vajra cross, full Vajra cross. Remember the Hum, the middle of the Vajra, so that's the central heart of the Buddha Vajrasattva. Light emit from there. That letter Hum surrounded by 100 syllable mantra clockwise. Light emits from the Hum and the mantras simultaneously. Gather all the blessing from all the Buddhas. Dissolve back to mantra and Hum. Nectar flows from there. Syllable Hum. And also from mantras, nectar flows. Imagine all the negative comments push down, push up, push side to side. While reciting the mantras, please maintain the visualizations, nectar continuously flowing through the crown. Fill up entire body, push all the way coming down, up, side by side. Of course, need to remember the four powers: power of object, power of remedy, power of commitment, power of regret. Very much needed. Need to remember that. Bhaja sadho samaya manya balaya bhaja sadho tena ma dena sudo kaya me bhava subo kaya me bhava anuradha me bhava zavazada me bhava savakama sutsa me siddham shiya kuru ha 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 bhagavana vajadada Vaja mamya maja maja bhava mava samaya sadhu ahom be om bhaja sadhu samaya manya balaya bhaja sadhu tina bhandana me sadhu kaya me bhava subho kaya me bhava anuradha me bhava zavazade me bhava savakama sutsa me siddham shiya kuru ha ha bhagavana manadada bhajarama me moja bhajam bhava mava samaya sadhu ahom pe om bhaja sadhu manya palaya bhaja sadhu tina mandana me sudha kaya me bhava subho kaya me bhava anuradha me bhava zavazade me bhava savakama sutsa me siddham shiya kuru ha ha bhagavana savat bhajarama me moja bhajam bhava mava samaya sadhu ahom pe om bhaja sadhu manya palaya bhaja sadhu tina bhandana me sudha kaya me bhava subho kaya me bhava anuradha me bhava savasade me bhava savakama sutsa me siddham shiya kuru ha ha bhagavana savata bhajarama me moja bhajam bhava mava samaya sadhu ahom pe om bhaja sadhu manya palaya bhaja sadhu tina sudha kaya me bhava subho kaya me anuradha me bhava savasade me savakama sutsa me siddham shiya kuru ha ha bhagavana savata bhajarama me moja bhajam bhava mava samaya sadhu ahom pe om bhaja sadhu manya palaya bhaja sadhu tina bhate tatu Sutta kaya me bhava, subho kaya me bhava, anuradha me bhava, savasade me bhava, savakama sutsa me siddham shiya kuru, ha ha bhagavana savata. Bhajarama me moja bhajam bhava mava samaya, sadhu ahom pe om bhaja Bhadra Sato Tino Bhante Dhananda Memo Sudha Kaya Memo Subho Kaya Memo Anurada Memo Savakama Sutsame Siddham Shiya Kuru Ha Bhagavana Savadana Bajama me moza bajam bawa mawa sama. Requesting deep down from your heart, requesting Buddha Vajrasattva attentions. Basically, imagine saying, please, Buddha Vajrasattva, please pay attention to me. All the negative karma associated with physical body, since from beginningless time to till now, purify. All of them purify right now. And because of your practice, during Vajrasattva practice, Buddha Vajrasattva will delightfully accept your request. So then we do the dissolutions in the very end. So now, verbal, no? Purifying verbal negative karma. Visualize that your life become free, your life become free from all the physical negative karma. Om Bhaja Sato Samaya Manu Balaya Bhaja Sato Tino Bhava Tedatu No Sudokaya Me Bhava Subokaya Me Rato Me Bhava Sawa Sede Me Sutsa Me Citam Shaya Kuru Ha 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 Bhagavana Savatana Madhamma Madham Bhajam Bhavam Mava Samaya Sado Pe Om Bhaja Sado Samaya Manya Palaya Bhaja Sado Tino Bhava Dedadu Sudokaya Me Bhava Subokaya Me Bhava Anarato Me Bhava Zava Zede Me Bhava Sawakama Sutsa Me Siddham Shya Kuru Ha 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 Bhagavana Savadhat Bhajarama me moza bhajam bhava mava samaya sadhu ahu pe om bhaja sadhu samaya manu palaya bhaja sadhu dena mandana sudokaya me bhava subokaya me bhava anarado me bhava savasede me bhava savakama sutsa me siddham shya kuru Ha ha Bhagavana Savatat Bhajarama me mudam bhajam bhavam mava samaya sadhu ahu pe om manu balaya bhaja sadhu dina madina runame sudakaya me bhava subokaya me bhava anarado me bhava savasede Sawakama Sutsa Me Siddham Shya Kuru Ha 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 Bhagavana Savat Bhajarama Me Mudam Bhajam Bhavam Mava Samay Sadhu Ahu Pe Om Bhaja Sadhu Samay Manya Palaya Bhaja Sadhu Dinama Dinanu Sudokaya Me Bhava Subokaya Me Bhava Anarado me bhava savasede me savakama sutsa me siddham shya kuru ha 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 bhagavana savat bhajarama me mudam bhajam bhavam mava samaya sadhu ahu pe om bhaja manya palaya bhaja sadhu tina mandana Sudokaya me bhava subokaya me anarato me bhava savasede savakama sutsa me siddham shya kuru ha 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 bhagavana savatat bhajarama me mudam bhajam bhavam mava samaya sadhu ahu pe om bhaja Manu Palaya Bhaja Sadhu Tina Manilana Sudokaya Me Bhava Subokaya Anarado Me Bhava Savasede Me Sawakama Suzame, Sitamashiyako, Bhagavana, Bhajaramame Muzam, Bhajam Bhavama, Sana. Please deep down from your heart. Imagine just saying, please, Buddha Vajra, please pay attention to me. All my negative karma associated with speech, since from beginning list of time till now, purify right now. Because part of the mantra and part of the mantras and the practice that you just did, then Buddha Vajra happily, delightfully accept your request. So then imagine like deep down in your heart, the life becomes free from all the verbal negative karma. Last one, all negative karma associated with the mental. Bhaja sato samaya manya palaya bhaja sato tinamba tetato. Soto kaya me bhava, subo kaya me bhava, anarada me bhava, sawa sede me bhava, sawa kama sutsa me, sitam shiya kuru, ha ha bhagavana sawa. Bhajarama me muza bhajam bhava mava samaya sadhu ahu pe om bhaja. Manu palaya bhajra sadhu tino bha teta trudo me. Sudo kaya me bhava, subo kaya me bhava, ano rado me bhava, sawa sede me bhava, sawa kama sutsa me, siddham shiya kuru, ha ha bhagavana sawa tada. Bhajarama me muzam bhajam bhava mava samaya, sadhu ahu pe om bhaja sadhu samaya. Manu palaya bhajra sadhu tino bhava teta trudo. Sudo kaya me bhava, subo kaya me bhava, ano rado me bhava, sawa sede me bhava, sawa kama sutsa me, siddham shiya kuru, ha bhagavana sawa tada. Bhajarama me muzam bhajam bhava mava samaya sadhu ahu pe om bhaja sadhu samaya manu pala bhajara sadhu tino bha teta trudo me sudo kaya me bhava subo kaya me bhava ano rato me bhava sawa sede me bhava sawa kama sutsa me siddham shiya kuru ha bhagavana sawa tada. Bhajarama me muzam bhajam bhava mava samaya sadhu ahu pe om bhaja sadhu sama. Manu palaya bhajra sadhu tino bha teta trudo. Sudo kaya me bhava, subo kaya me bhava, ano rato me bhava, sawa sede me bhava, sawa kama sutsa me, siddham shiya kuru, ha bhagavana sawa tada. Bhajarama me muzam bhajam bhava mava samaya, sadhu ahu pe om bhaja sadhu sama. Manu palaya bhaja sadhu tino bha teta trudo. Kaya me bhava, zobo kaya me bhava, ano rada me bhava, sawa sede me bhava, sawa kama sutsa me, siddham shiya kuru, ha bhagavana sawa tada. Bhajarama me muzam bhajam bhava mava samaya, sadhu ahu pe om bhaja sadhu sama. Manu palaya bhaja sadhu tino bha teta trudo. Sudo kaya me bhava, subo kaya me bhava, Anarana me Baba Zava Sedeme, Sava Kama Suzame, Sitame Shinako, Bhagavana Savat, Bhajarama me Maza Bhajambava Mahasama, Sadhu Ahome. Lamando Jisimba Gonsoso, Lama inseparable with the Buddha Vajrasada was requesting, pay attention to me. Dagi, Tomet, Sabiti. Now says all the negative karmas, body, speech, mind, since from beginning this time till now, all of them, please purify. Because the practice we just did. So then Buddha Vajrasada delightfully accept your request. So, Buddha Vajrasada dissolve through your crown chakra, all the way to heart chakra. Continuously, light emit from mantras and the letter Hum, purify all other sentient beings. There are negative karma since from beginning till now to completely purify them, then help them to guide them, lead them all the way to enlightenment. So that's the end of the Buddha Vajrasada practice, okay? Purification practice, I think it's important. Just reciting 21 times, end of the day, at least, stop multiplying karma. Then if you say 100,000, then completely purifies from the root. Gosum, according to Lama Tsongkhapa, a brief Lamrim song experience, Lama Tsongkhapa said, Gosum, 3 doors, body, speech, and mind. Gosum, dignu time bhagavad. Whenever you feel like your body, speech, and mind been contaminated by negativities, it's very critical that you do purification practice. Don't just go there with that kind of feeling. Immediately need to purify. It's very critical to purify. Daily basis, remember the 4 powers. Daily basis, rely on the 4 powers. I myself practice like this, then you do the same thing. You who seek liberations, do the same thing. The stanza begin like Lamcho Dubla, Sinye Same Dins. The base. In order to actualize a path, you need a base. The base, which has all the characteristic potentials, which is human life. Without that, nothing much can be accomplished. So it's very easy to look around. some bird, the squirrel, animals, how much they can accomplish, look around. So you need this body. Therefore, it's very important right now to create the cause for this human life, create a cause. Primary cause, ethic. Then when you think about Bodhisattva ethics, there are three types of Bodhisattva ethics. Gyawachit, creating merit, first one. Helping others, second. Then last one, like abandoning. Guarding the three doors. Written down, probably ethics. The first one, creating merit. Second, helping others. The third, guarding three doors, body, spirit, mind. Make sure don't say something harmful. Don't do something harmful. Don't think something harmful. So this is the primary cause. So then the prayer or wish, that needs to be there. Then practice, like in Bodhisattva path, 6 perfections. So these are the main cause for this base, base which has all the all the potential that you need in order to actualize the Lamrim path. So this is the human life, okay? Just want to share. So now then, back to the class. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, where we stop. So that's very good. So Vajrasthana practice, I think it's very good.
We're on stanza 29.
1 second, 29.
It lists the 8 worldly concerns.
Yeah. Yeah. Actual 8 worldly concern and like it result. Jigden chemba nyeda minyeda deda mide nyeda minyeda temiri narim gunyum just. Stanza number 29, please.
O realizer of the transitory world, don't have as objects of your mind the 8 transitory things of the world, namely material gain and no gain, happiness and unhappiness, things nice to hear and not nice to hear, or praise and scorn. Be indifferent toward them.
So this is actually, for the sake of knowledge, this is what, of course, there's like whole things is like, taught by teachings like Nagarjuna, Master Nagarjuna's word, Jide Chimpanya Damin, Dedamin, Dagi Yum, Gonyam Jus. I think Milaraba said, Koa Namdoki Tongjenas, Samsara is turned up stories, people create all kinds of stories. Koa Namdoki Tongjena, Jide Chujeji Roland Jus. 8 worldly concerns like zombie roaming into this town, which creates story all the time. Then in that town, that 8 worldly concerns like zombie, they are roaming. Today, Jesus was tenant. So that's where the haunted cemetery is. That's where the haunted cemetery is. So there's like special rituals that you do. So then I think the Master Miraj was asking if there's any kind of rituals. So then do that ritual on those 8 worldly zombie. These are the Master Nagarjuna explaining how to overcome from worldly concern or abandon them. One who has all the secular part of the knowledge, or means like spiritual, secular, secular means like day-to-day life activities, running countries, or things like that. One who has all the knowledge to run the country refers to King Deje Sambo, his Nagarjuna's friend. He is calling on him. Deve yunde longjo la sokpa la jide mannam je kanda chejiye chenas. Telling him Deve yunde quality of desire realms, possession, wealth, so on and so forth. Jide mannam je kanda chejiye chenas. How do like people like Jidemba means there's like spiritual practitioners, then there's like people busy with their life, not Jidemba. You are reading the commentary. You do have commentaries? Okay. That's good. So I was just wondering how they use this word Jidemba. Dharma and like worldly things, or Jidemba. Worldly things, worldly. Yeah, mundane. So, Deve yunde longje soba Jidemba namjis. Kanda chiye chenasa. What kind of impact on the people who does not really practice spirituality, spirit practice or Lamrim? What kind of impact have on them from wealth? They will be happier if they find some wealth. They'll be happy. If they don't find, they'll be unhappy. So that's the impact. These are 8 worldly concerns. If you find something, you're happy. If you don't find something, no, finding something, you're happy. There's nothing wrong. But the problem is not finding, then you're unhappy. So that's not good. So there's 2 of them. Receive happiness, happy, does not receive happiness, unhappy. So this life is very much influenced by those 8 things. Master Miller life has zero impact. Not interest. Right from the beginning, not interest. Trying very hard to detach. Signimbu goes. Pleasant word, kind of happy, unpleasant word. So no need to look too far. Day-to-day life experience. Our life speak itself, our life speaks about that. Nagarjuna goes. Somebody prays happy, somebody criticizes not happy. These are called 8 worldly concerns, okay? Finding something, not finding, happy, not happy, pleasant word, not pleasant word, praise, criticism, 8 worldly concerns. So can you, Lamala, repeat the stanza of the last line, what it says?
Be indifferent toward them.
Can you read the whole stanza again?
Things nice to hear and not nice to hear, or praise and scorn, be indifferent toward them.
Then finish. Whole one stanza finish.
That's just the second half.
And then, yeah, finish the sentence, send the whole sentence. Huh? That's 4 lines? Sentence like that, stanza, one stanza. Hmm? Dagi yume is not something. It's not the object of my interest. Therefore, control them. So that's what the last word. Dagi yume gonyam. This is not object of my interest. That's not where my interests lie. So then, therefore, just stop them. Gonyam mean like. Yeah, that's the last line. So. Dag yumi gonyamzus, dag yumimba gonyamzus. This should not be interest, your interest. Therefore, stop them. Like that last line, quite strong statement, Nagarjuna. So that's what we live. Our American lives on Dunkin' Donut. American lives on donut, Dunkin' or Donut or some, I'm not sure. Live or run on, not run, live on. We can live on Dunkin', American live on Dunkin'. So we live on it worldly concern. Not Dunkin', but all sentient beings live on it worldly concern.
I have a commentary open.
Oh, that's good. That's coming long.
You're
Long journey days, so then Jidemba na chu jibudilnes, yeah. So Jidemba means there's yeah, so now maybe someone like the word can you read the commentary what it says like Jidemba? I was just wondering how they translate the word Jidemba.
Right. Well, I think yours is better.
Wow.
It says, the 8 ordinary concerns that have to be given up. You who know the world, take gain and loss, of bliss and pain, or kind words and abuse, of praise and blame, these 8 mundane concerns, make them the same and don't disturb your mind. And then
Yeah, Gonyams, make them same. Don't disturb your mind means like don't bring to your interest. Don't disturb your mind and make them same. Like means like praise, criticism means the same thing. It doesn't have substance. It means the same thing. Didn't it? Yeah. Continue. The commentary, Lamala.
says, people meditating on emptiness in formal meditation sessions must not be carried away in the post-meditation period by the 8 ordinary concerns. For this reason, Nagarjuna addresses the king, you who are thoroughly knowledgeable on the right worldly ways, and instructs him thus.
Or worldly ways. So that means like kingdom in this case. Because he's running the kingdom.
Acquiring wealth and losing it, being happy, having pleasurable experiences, and unhappy, experiencing suffering, hearing pleasant words and unpleasant ones, being praised openly and criticized behind one's back. These are known as the 8 preoccupations common to ordinary worldly folk with
ordinary worldly folk. That's called Jidemba. Ordinary worldly folks. American English. So I thought like folks was they eat the tree with a spoon. What is spoon?
A fork.
Folks. People come from India, they have no idea. Folks like, oh, America, they are calling us folk. Folks. Ordinary, worldly.
ordinary worldly folk.
Yeah, ordinary worldly beings. Right? Jidemba namsa, ordinary worldly beings. Opposite, that's like someone who have understanding of spirituality, like emptiness, things like that. They are not all like ordinary worldly beings. So they are something. So that's good. Ordinary worldly folks. Yeah, we run our life on a worldly concern. Same like America runs on Duncan. Same thing. Dila things that we are heavily dependent on that. Dila long changes. We are using them, utilizing them. Dile Datu Jiyomar is having hard time overcome from that worldly concern. Theta be jiden che jebu this. Theta be jiden che jebu nam. Tambe jebu nam yud shemi is. So people who are like practitioners, they should not bring those worldly concern into their interests. They should not be interested about those worldly concern. Miru is who say Nagarjuna Masana. Jabu Cheji, Tamjela, Konyamba Zeus. Therefore, King, my friend, you should look at your subject equally, treat them equally, not treat them better than another based on like a nice or getting something from them or you should treat them equally. Then a Jiden Chejela. Jabu Cheji, Tamjela, Konyamba Zeus. And then also saying like King, also directly saying that you should look at worldly concerns, the same thing, not just same. Tell us then the Pemba the Dewa Jashving. If you do that, then you will get immense benefit. Tina Jide Chujela, Shembata, the Shempango Kuai knows, Nagarjuna requested requested or encouraged the kings to like overcome from worldly concern. Okay? Niba ti devo diba. So now the second stanza, number 20, is like talking about the result of worldly concern. Stanza root text.
30, you mustn't commit any negative acts, even for the sake of a Brahmin, a monk, a god or a guest, or your father, your mother, your child, your queen, or your retinue. They will not partake of even a share of their hellish ripening.
So what is saying that you should not engage yourself into worldly concern for your own sake, or sake of for sake of others. So mainly that risk that we have, we do that from close one, loved one, our relatives. We don't do that for strangers, enemies. So there's a risk. So that we end up creating all kind of karma for our loved one, close one. Then in the end, nobody's going to share that karma, and you are solely responsible for your karma. Nobody's going to be there to share, and you cannot share. It's like so. Shinji chedo jiden chuje chine digba migyo wa saba sanjima the Lamrim clearly explained that multiple times. Teya jabu chuje rik tombu chene tamze chedo migyo whether you are doing this for your own spiritual guide or guru, then in ancient time every king has called, what do you call it? Jabu chuji rik tombu chune. Rik tombu means like a very high caste. In India it's called Brahman. They're the highest caste. And every king has their own spiritual mentor in their kingdom. So look now when you look at the Bhutan, they have Bhutan called Lama. So that's the head of the spiritual monk. So this following by ancient like traditional. That to the Miguel Sabatans, even like creating, engaging into outwardly concern for the sake of sake of so like your own spiritual mentor in your kingdom. It's not a good thing to do. Gelonge chedo Miguel Sabas doing that for sake of bhikshus. Thala chube chedo Miguel Sabas. Gelonge chedo Miguel. Thala chedo making offering to put Dhaka, Dakinis, protect all of that. Dumbo guest. Rangi for your father, sake of your father, your mother. Kurti chave chedo Miguel Sabas. Kurti here, kurti means like service, physical service. No. Then teaching to Tsumo for sake of queen, for sake of your entourage, your minister, the guard, all of that. These are all not good things to do. Tadage chedo digva chenji maresa. If one should not create negatives for sake of all those beings. Why? Digva Miguel Sabarate Nyawachavas. Let's just say 10 pounds, let's just say 10 pounds of negative karma will throw you into hell realm. Just say maybe 5 pounds will throw you into lower, or maybe Nyawaji Hida, the hungry ghost. Then the 2.5 pounds they'll throw you into animal realms. Like that, in Lamrim teachings. It didn't say the pound I just used as an example, but the big negative karma, medium negative karma, smallest negative karma. Nyawachewe, tse dipendamiji devu suit nyungujina. So all this result, who's going to experience? Not because the queen is going to experience, because you did it for queen. Queen is not going. Even though she has wish to share, you cannot share. Because you are the one who created negative karma, so then it's not going to ripen on stone or mountain or trees or someone else. That you are solely responsible for that. So why? That's why you should not create negative karma for the sake of all this, people. Because when the time when you experience a result, there'll be nobody to share that result. You are going to be solely responsible. You are going to experience alone. Nobody going to experience the result. You are the only one who's going to experience the result. Namiji kawashik konzola gohi jayame. You can share. There's nothing to share. Lamrim said very clearly. Tina rani dibe debu dunga minyu vechidu. So sake of that reason, so that you don't want to experience any difficulties. For that reason, should not create. Range should diva migyo, pangyo mase, sheji should diva migyo. Of course, that for your own sake, you should not create any negative karma. For your own benefit, also benefit of others, you should not create, no matter what. For yourself, for others, negative karma should not be created in the first place, no matter for yourself or for others. Okay, that's what this stanza means. So now, next one is kind of shows how to do that. How to do that. Okay.
31. Although any commitment of negative karmic acts may not cut you immediately afterwards like a sword, nevertheless, when the time of death comes, whatever karmic results there will become manifest.
Oh yeah. Ti just a diba migi Diba Miguel point to Temales. It's like explaining how to overcome from the negative karmas. Digbe lete da rangi tundu cheba tangs. Tamse da lada yayu da tsumu da kojile do chena rungte ti dibu tata yungi mintu jesana digi mares. Oh, I don't experience result now. Maybe it's okay, I'm not like experience now. So that mindset is not good. It's not good to have. Because saying, oh, I'm not experiencing now, doesn't mean you are not going to experience. You say, oh, I don't feel any impact now. So like, but that kind of idea is not helpful. Devotada yungi mintu jasana digimares. Digimares is not right way of thinking. Digba chana ti devu tata temata do tsunji jabam tabana yungmar. It's not going to happen like, like cut by something. It's not going to happen like that, immediate. Namshi chive tula pava nas. Digba chebe leje devu kayamade rangitindu ngomba jujires. I think they don't need to wait all the way to death. But namji chive tula pavana dibache village to kaimat ranget no ngomba jukures. Pena chan namgala punin doana ti tima mati tima tabanyam do ye beza namji sala pavese ngomba jungures. Likewise, like for example, when the bird fly in the sky, you may not see the shadow, but shadow is there. Shadow of the bird is there, but it's like invisible. When the bird land on the ground, so then you see shadow. But there's been shadow, but you don't see. So thinking like, oh, I don't see any impact, and I don't see any impact like bird flying on the sky. It's like their shadow. It's like the result is like shadow. You may not see it's invisible. When bird land on the something, so then the shadow becomes visible. The same like bird landing, time of death is like same. Then you kind of like sees the result quite clearly. Impact, not result, impact. So therefore, no matter what kind of circumstances, for your own benefit of, for sake of, like protecting, it's not really protecting, but like idea of protecting. So they're saying things like for the families, for the parties, whatever that might be. So, so it could be like for the countries, for the team, for the sport team, for the party, political party, for for sake of Giluba, sake of Kajuba, sake of Nimaba, sake of Sajaba, all of that. So that we should not create, like, So now it's very clear. In the end, nobody going to share. Even though you want to share, you may think, oh, it's not fair. I did it for them. You need to think clearly right from the beginning. So they cannot share. So therefore, should not create negative karma for others. So for your own sake and the sake of other people. No loss of your tendo digba migewa change mare sumba Oh yeah. So sentence number now 22. No la
32?
Oh.
32?
Yes.
The sage Buddha has said that belief in fact, ethical self-discipline, generous giving, listening, moral self-dignity, care for how your actions reflect on others, and discriminating awareness are the 7 stainless Arya gems. understand that other ordinary gems have no meaning.
So that's the title of this stanza, is like distracted by wealth. Distracted by wealth. So let's see. There are like two types of, generally speaking, there's two types of wealth. One is good, one is not good. What is how you define the good wealth? How you define the good wealth? Teba. Teba the chicks. Because faith, that's a good wealth. Ethic, second. Knowledge, giving, Modasheba, I'm not going to, this is not about, but I'm not going to drink because I'm monk. But that kind of, it's like, so I'm not going to do certain things because what people will think, using people as a reason, using yourself as a reason. I'm not going to do this because I vow. I'm not going to do that, what people will think you're doing, not doing something bad things. Worry about what other people are going to think. Not doing something bad because you have vows, like that. Share up. So then wisdom. So these are the good wealth to have. Theta will not do the Rajasula Yeja, Pendo Jachimbu Yebe, Gawashi. These are all virtues. These are all virtues. No matter who has them, it's good things to have, good wealth to have. Tina tenna pabe no jimba tuba zobe sanje chumde de songs treasure, the seven treasure of Arya being. That's what it's called. 7 treasures of Arya being. Pabe no de. So there's another 7, so make sure that I don't get confused. There's another one is called like 7 something of Arya beings. So these are 7 treasures of Arya beings, okay? So the Buddha taught these are the 7 treasures of Arya beings. These are the good wealth. What's the bad wealth? Only mundane folks. There was the gold, silver, then there's all kind of like stone, like precious stone, diamond, such or they are very like important. Then if you compare with the spiritual practice, these are not that important. These are not that important. So therefore, wealth there's 2 types of wealth. One wealth has meaning, another wealth has not much meaning. The wealth that has meaning, these are the 7 treasures of Arya beings. Those has meaning, such as gold, silver, and diamond, and yeah, people cherish. It's kind of funny. People cherish more than, I think, like piece of bread. If you're stuck with the 1 kilo of gold in the island, there's no food. You cannot eat them. It's become just completely waste. So that piece of bread is much better. So then, hard to say, who knows, that's hard to say, there are cases, people, they are so cold, they just burn money to keep them warm. There's nothing else to do. You can't buy anything. You are stuck somewhere. There's no firewood. That's the only thing you burn is you have cash, then you burn them to keep you warm. So it's all perspective. It's all perspective. It's perspective. But didn't say here, so I'm just thinking these things happen. You could have money, you could have wearing gold or silver. Same time, there's nothing to eat. Just food and water is more important. Now, if you keep 7 types of Arya treasuries, then that benefits you. If you keep all the gold, silver, first of all, there's fear of losing them. And worry, a lot of worry that somebody going to steal them. The 7 treasures of Arya beings, nobody can steal, nobody can see. No need to worry about to hire some bodyguard to protect. Or this is the benefit. Tele shemba tenyana gobachimriya mal. Tena tenda midembe norje chedo. So these are all, compared to spiritual practice, is considered as not much meaning. So, but for the sake of those wealth, end up creating so much negative karma. First of all, this wealth has not much meaning. Second, end up creating so much negative karma. And result that you'll be the only one who experiences, nobody else. So that need to think, there's 2 types of wealth, which ones to collect or accumulate. Okay, one more stanza.
Stanza 33, gambling with dice, looking for meaningless gatherings, laziness, relying on misleading friends, intoxicants, and roaming around at night bring about worse rebirth states and your fame to decline. Abandon these 6.
Ona maybe le chunda cheba pangabanam kayishanas maybe le activities, it doesn't have much meaning. It has a lot of false. What are those? What are those that you have to be overcome? Jambochabas, gambling, shola soba, tsewas, gambling, and mi mambu dubi tse shabdo tabasola tawasanje. Yeah, so the big gathering, watching dance or song. And unfortunately nowadays, that song has not much, used to have good meaning. So now, it has all about, unfortunately, basically anything that disturbs your mind, probably should not listen. I'm not saying just going there, last 2 Sundays ago here, this song, that's good, everybody can inspire, Mimo would do with the Shabdo Taba Sola Tawache, to do maybe lelo, debate to tempers, laziness, then rely on what you call not virtuous friend, meaning encourage you to do things, you to do bad things. Teshin to Changtun and Rasi was getting drunk. Semo Troses on Juwas, so then I'm not sure In our village, the parents always say, even the birds, they go to nest. When it get dark, humans shouldn't go. They should stay home. Even the birds, they goes back to their nest. So meaning, like you should know better. When it get dark, you need to come home. You can't just go around like. That's what parents usually tell their kids. And people who have self-discipline, who are like those people don't do those things, who have self-discipline. So then these are all like distractions from the right path. Instead, instead, if you pay more attention to 7 treasures of Arya being, Arya wealth, 7 treasures of Arya beings, so then you get immense benefit. Okay? Oh, did you? No, one more stanza, so then you stop. Okay? So now it talks about the antidote.
Stanza 34. It has been excellently said by the teacher of gods and men that among all wealth, contentment is the best. So be fully content. If you know contentment, even if you possess no wealth, you'll be perfectly rich.
I don't remember one of the Katama Master says, in front of the Gokang. So just say contentment is like house. Just think contentment is like house. Okay? Contentment. Satisfaction is like house. In front of the front door of that house, Gokana, Chubu Gonya. Whoever sleeping in that front door of that house, that means that person is content, satisfied. And that's where the rich person sleeping, not the greedy. The greedy will not sleep there because this house is contentment. This house is satisfactions. Greed are not allowed. So only person who is sleeping in front of that door is a rich person, content. Debachinji matsowa yoba yinsa tene unnoticed, that process unnoticed by greed, But greed doesn't bother because that person is content. So advertise doesn't get any money from that person. Advertisement. So this is very otherwise, the life will be kind of like a challenge. If you're always looking for something, so then like the content is very important. These are no la charging pong dumbares. Kind of like emphasizing on attachment towards wealth. Jesus longje la mindawa. Jesus no longje la mindawa. Rimboche la so mabu just. There's all kind of like wealth, like the precious metal, precious stone, all kind of things. What is the best among those wealth? What's the best? Tanga digido sambe chosheba tanga do. Now it's enough. Now I had enough. That's very good. So like. No, so now it's enough. So no need more. It's enough. So like that. Tanga digidu. I had enough. I'm very much blessed. I had enough. no need more. That mindset is called contentment. Choshe sheba is rangla se no longju digidu, seji digidu, noji digidu, longju digidu, sama digidu yabu ye, samba shila kuki yes. What is contentment? Oh, rangi se no longju digidu. Oh, this food I'm eating is good. That's very good. That's enough, possession, wealth I have enough. That's very good. Food is good. Wealth that I have, if you hear, that's very good. Possession, very good. So everything's good. Everything's good. So instead of saying, nothing is good, even though like I'm telling some people here, like some of my friends, real poor people you see in Nepal and India, because they have no options. When they say no work, it means no work. When they say no food, they means no food, meaning nowhere they can't get any food anywhere. That means they say hungry means there are no options, they are starving. Literally, they don't have food. Here you can, like go. There's many service, but there in Nepal, there's no service because government is very corrupt and like poor is always suffering the most, and most of them physical. Of course, they contribute to psychological suffering, but a lot of physical suffering. So. And they don't complain. It's quite interesting, they don't complain. Whenever I go, I always ask them, how's your life? They always say, good. Doesn't look very good, but this is good, like now then you realize why you're complaining. We have no reason to complain. We have zero reason to complain. If they say life is good, then you shouldn't complain like that. So basically like, I had enough. Everything's good. Like that is very much needed, Choshe. Then you are the richest person on this planet. Or you can help, or you could be, have all the money still running here, running there, trying to make more money. So then, about what? 100 years, what are you going to do? Nothing. Then clearly, 9-point dead meditation, clear state. Even this body you cannot take. So why you work so hard to create all this wealth and not able to use and not able to share, give, just holding then. So like need to think, okay. That's also just that wrong rab chose a leg for Hami Timbe songs. Teta be chose about the not having rab chobar, chotu chobas. So that is the best wealth. Contentment is the best wealth. I think now. Tumba Zobe Sanjay Chumdi Sumba is otherwise, there's always people there who has more than you does. It never ends. So if you get this, then you're looking for more, then you get that, then you look for more, then you get that, look for more. There's always, there will be somebody has more than you do, so then you always try to challenge. Then it's not good. Nyamba zobe sanje chunde dene kanda jire jina sami tumba yahi, miye tumba yahi me, kongo sumbala nuru yo misi. Tina digido sambe choshe te shindu kalchimu yime, kundu choshe zuchis, Nagarjunas. Requesting all of us, the contentment is the best wealth. So therefore, please try to be content. Kalde choshe, chok shena, chok china, choshe wade chonga yonas. If you see the contentment is something good, wealth, the best wealth, then you more likely you are going to get that. But you need to understand, chok china, kalde chok china, chok shebate chonga yona. That's the best. Now you understand the best wealth is contentment. So now, wouldn't it be nice to have that? Nor midojangs, nor midojang, no juno longju, panjo chimu menayans. Even then, if you don't have wealth, yangda joba leje tenimuzu juno longju, chimbu yoda puzo yungudes. Yeah, so then you have much less complication. Even though you have that wealth, you don't have another wealth, you'll be fine. Korangi semba chibu. Your mind will be happier, less complications. So that's why Nagarjuna said. Okay, so I'll stop here. Yeah.
Thank you. I wanted to ask this now while we're discussing this.
Well,
If mundane wealth is not as important as good wealth, the treasures of the Arya being, wouldn't it be good for us to offer to the Buddhas not so much the jewels and the other things that we visualize as offering our faith and ethics? How can we incorporate that? Or should we?
please, Susie, repeat. So
I'm thinking about when we make offerings, we look at the ground being covered with jewels and beautiful things. Wouldn't it be just as good to offer our practice?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. That's the best offerings. The practice is the best offering. Merit, practice. So that's what Milarepa offers. Milarepa have no wealth to offer. Milarepa offers his practice. So meditation, practice, Dharma knowledge, understanding, all of that.
Sometimes when I'm, visualizing the offerings, the traditional things that we think of, it's very hard for me, but it would help to say, well, I'm trying to be ethical, I'm working on this and that.
Yeah, we can offer our contentment, knowledge, practice. Nor Sansingi Choba Dalames, Milarepa said, I don't have gold, I don't have silver, I don't have all of that. Palame Choba Drupechus. The way I make offering to my Lama is I practice what Lama requested. I practice seriously, so that's my offering. The best form of offerings. But so like need to balance. So if you like, what is it? I just only do mental offerings. Even though you are capable to do physical offerings, bring a flower here, then you say, I'm just doing mental offerings. So that's not a very skillful way of thinking. So need to balance like. That's why they are in the offering sections, actual and imagine offerings. That's why the word is there, actual. So then imagine means physically one, but in mental you are making the millions of them, multiplied mentally. So then I'm talking about generally speaking. Holding something you have like then they say, I'm just doing mental offering, but that may create the cause to be born hungry ghost realm. So then, and the 9-point death meditations kind of clearly explain. Of course, not to worry. Eat good food, that's good. Drink nice tea, that's good. So don't like. It costs like $5. I'm not going to use being like for your own benefit or other people. So one of the costs, like stinginess, create to. So that's why then I think the primary cause to be born hungry ghost. Who knows? I never seen one, but Chapja Lama Seba Rinpoche, one time when I was with Rinpoche, he's doing water offering. Just keep looking, but they don't say anything. Maybe who knows? Maybe they to those different pieces does exist. So, and we don't know. But we make sure that we don't become one of them, if you know. Or we don't see them, but make sure we hear stories, but we don't want to become like that. Kind of terrible life. So, okay. Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah.
In the Gampa, please turn to page 235 in the Gold Prayer Book for the general dedication prayers. Gewadi nyor dudak lama sange druk yorne drowa chikyang malupa dei sala Goparshog Jangchub Semchog Rinpoche Ma ke panam ke gyurchik ke wanyam pa me payang gong ne gong du pelwar shog Jampel pavo jitar chen padang kunju sangpo de yang de jinte de da kungi jesu dag lok chir ke wadi dag tam che rap tu no Du sum shek pe gel wa tam che ki ngu wa gang la chok tu ngak pa de dag she ge we tsa wa di kun kyang sang po cho chi rap tu ngo war gi Dagi ji ne sak pe ge wa di tendang dro wa kun la gang pendang che par jet sun lo sang drak pai ten pe ning po ring du sel je shog. And on page 244, the long life prayer of His Holiness. Gangri ra we kor we jing kam dir pendang de wa ma lu jung we ne chen re zi guang tin zin gyat so yi sha pe si je bar du ten gyur jig. Page 245 for Cancer Rinpoche. Jonu ye nagla wang jor tu awa tare ten barab zot pa lob xiang gil we de tong lek pil chog jasir genjur lama solwa deb. And inside the back cover, the prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make requests. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. Inside the front cover, the prayer for Geshe Gelek's long life. Gewe lam na dren pe de punchog, leg she dam pa ter we nyen morje, chuki za wa mi tong she nyen chog, drag pa pong we lama jab ten chig. And for Geshe Sangpam. Gewe chuki bag chag rab ten ching, pel den la me dam ngak ning la chang, Zangpo Jia Wei Nian Chen Da Je Pei She Nian Chen Po Ku Che Rab Tan Chig Om Tari Tu Re So Ha 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 Om Tari Tu Re So Ha.
Good night, everyone.
Night. Thank you.
Bye-bye.